I don't say COME. I make sure they're in motion to me before I say COME. So you mean if I test?
So if they are towards you and you say come and they still don't come, or they turn the opposite direction again,
Okay.
what do you do?
Then I would make more noise, get them to move towards me, say COME, but I wouldn't yes and pay. I would just say good dog.
I see.
So if they made a mistake, I still say good girl, good boy, like COME, good job, excellent, but I'm not going to say yes and pay. But if they did the right decision, then I'm going to actually go COME, YES, come get your paycheck. After you say YES, your dog is done. Meaning if you said SIT and the dog and you said yes and the dog stands up, don't make, now you can spell. Yes. Good girl. So, yeah, I know dainty too. But if you say SIT and you say yes and the dog stands up, they're not wrong. They want to come get their paycheck. You promised that to them. It's fine. So if you don't want them to stand up, don't say YES.
Ah.
In theory, you don't even have to teach stays because sitting down means sitting down. I didn't tell you anything else. In theory. I still teach stays because then it's a really clear definition. But that comes at week 3 or 4. Okay? And then, so again, refreshing, eye contact, touch, COME, SIT, quiet, off, all the homework, right? Collar games, all the homework. DOWN, we'll see what she does. If they're in a sit or down, doesn't matter. Or I'm sorry, if they're sitting down. If they're in a sit or a stand, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna lure her using food, right? She has a general concept. Sorry, Dad, you're like around the corner. But I'm luring her, and then as soon as I do this, I kind of pull my food away just to see what she does. If she stands up, if she moves, we just do it again. But if she looks at me, almost, right? Nobody else look at her. So she's not incorrect. She's incorrect, but she's not like, it's not horrible, right? So guess what I do? I just do it again. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She got to think. And we didn't quite work on eye contact with her, right? So that's where we start, right? So I might do something like this and pull it all the way away. Just gonna let it think. Down. Oh. And I didn't say yes, so I don't have to pay. So that was 2 times, right? So this 3rd time, because I usually will do things in 3s, the 3rd time I'm simply going to go down, yes, and pay without eye contact. I don't want her giving up and getting frustrated, but I do want to see if she'll automatically look at me. She was this way, now she was that way, but now here's this, and pull the treat away, listening to the change. Down, yes. So I didn't have to make her break. She's still in position, and then she looked at me. That's still down, just like that beautiful picture, right? Good girl. So I'm gonna let her recover. What I call recover is kind of go away. Okay, what was that all about? Did it? Good girl. Nice job. Because then I might do it, because she's slower, she's a little bit more timid, I might not do it for like 3 to 5 minutes and do 20 repetitions. I might just do 2 or 3. And I might actually make again a little bit more smellier by adding a few. There we go. Whoa. See how I made it smellier? And she's like, more motivation. I don't know if I like that game. And what happens if she doesn't? Nothing. Nothing bad, nothing good. It's a room full of people. And so again, I might restart. Good girl. Yes. Give her a couple of successful things, like, hey, she motioned to me, right? Make her feel hopefully a little bit more confident, and then try again. If she doesn't down in a room full of people, just practice at home. You get the concept, right? Everybody kind of gets the concept. I probably should have stopped at 2. I'm a behaviorist, I test things sometimes. Okay. I think, yes. I don't know. So go back to positive stuff, right? Yes. Well, that's good stuff. Good. Yes. What's that? That's a little scary. That's a little scary. Yes. And so if I see that they're scared about it, like a little timid, right? I just go back to like easy stuff. And I want to end on a good note. I don't want to end on like, that was so horrible and hard. If they're like being crazy, I might just end. Like if they're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. I might just go, all right, I tried it twice, I tried it 3 times, you're popping around. I might not necessarily end like with slower stuff. I might just go, all right, we'll put you up for 30 seconds or a minute, and then we'll bring the food back out. And we'll try again. With a dog like her who's really trying to think, I want to end on more positive things to build confidence. So a confident dog, I don't have to build confidence in, right? But a lack of confident dog, or unconfident dog, I want to build more confidence in. So her, she's whining, she's crying, can I quiet? Yes. Even if the distraction is what makes her be quiet. I'll use it. Yeah, hi, there you go. Do you like scratches? What do you think? Is that good? So we call this a consent test too. So see, I teach more about behavior than just in life skills and just obedience. If I do that and she's like, why'd you stop? She likes it. If I were doing that and she was looking and I stopped and she went away, she didn't consent. She's like, I was getting a little iffy. So I always ask them, it's a consent test. Do you like this or not? What do you think? There you go. What do you think? How old is she?
She actually will be we think she's gonna be a year-old
Next week.
next week.
Sweet?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were unsure of her
I'm out.
birthday.
I'm out.
They guessed.
So was she a stray? Was she a stray then, or?
She was a rescue
found as
Wolfgang had to go down to Kentucky to get her.
Okay, so they might not know when the litter was
Right,
born
yeah.
yet, young enough,
And
but
they
yeah.
don't even know what her litter, I mean,
Gotcha.
who else was in the litter.
Who knows?
They went down because they were ready to euthanize her because they were
There you
overstaying.
go.
I guess my dog that I have must have came up from Kentucky about the same time. Maybe they came up together
Oh,
because she's almost a year, and I think there was another one that
okay.
came up with her.
Did
Yeah,
you
they-
get
they
it?
were-
Yes.
Wolfgang too?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Everybody
they have
see her tail set too now. She's like, oh, okay, it's a little bit more
Yeah,
fun.
no, they don't know.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes. She's like, oh, I forgot the eye contact part. I call it the doggy Rolodex. They're like, oh, sorry. Once they start to get it, once that light bulb goes on, it goes on faster and faster, and then it stays on. But they've got to think. So what am I saying the whole time she's trying to think? Just think. When you make the decision of like, can I have it? Well, yes, you can. Here you go. Yes. She's like, oh, that wasn't so bad. So, any questions?
So we really can't cut her, huh?
Probably not right this second.
I'm just
When I hand
kidding.
the leash to mom can decide, because then she'll be more comfortable with you. Any questions? Because I think we went over everything. Between Luke and Bailey, I think we got everything. And at least one field trip sometime this week. So field trip can be vet's office here, pet store, outside the dog park. Like I always say, like go outside maybe if it is weather good. Outside Quarry Lake Dog Park because it's fenced in. Go outside the fence. Don't go in the dog park, but go outside the fence with some food and actually teach them like, hey, there's dogs over there, but I can still look at you. It's like a class environment, Don't go right next to the fence that the other dogs are like, well, talk to. You don't want to create that, but 5-10 feet away, the dogs will still be playing and she'll be like, oh my gosh. But then I can go, hey, Bailey, look, yes, didn't pay. But any questions? Because that covers the homework pretty much. So eye contact, come uncalled, touch, sit, bring the down. You see how everybody wants to say Bailey though?
Yes.
Just ignore. Nobody look at her. If it never works, it stops. I can swear by that. Because then nobody looks at her. Settle. Yes. Dogs do what works. When something. She's like, something. Now, do you see that reaction?
Yeah.
That worries me a little bit. I don't say it doesn't worry me. That's something else. You want to grab the leash? I didn't mean to scare her, but she was like, oh. I think this is what this came flying, and she was like,
She's easily scared.
Yep.
I don't know why.
we're gonna give you hot dog pieces kind of by your feet there.
They, like,
No, and I think it was this, this came flying, and she was like, don't
Yeah.
hit me. So that kind of is where she's just a little timid, and that's okay. We'll build her confidence. But that's why I'm gonna let you take the leash, and there's hot dog bits. Good girl. See?
You never know what they went through.
Well,
And you never
exactly.
know. Yeah, exactly. And even if it was just a tree branch fell. Traumatic experiences do matter. But I try to encourage people, even though you have that, try to make it real positive, so that even though she sees this, yes. Even though she sees that, yes.
Well, actually, we have to do that with her leash,
Okay.
because the minute we go get the leash, she'll take off to her kennel.
Oh, that makes more sense to what I just saw. Okay. And whether it was just like, get out of my yard, or, you know, it could be anything.
Yeah.
A tree branch could have fallen.
Don't know.
And it just looks like that motion. And she's, you know, it's fight or flight. Well, she's fleeing because she doesn't want something else to happen.
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
she's gotten a lot better. We got her for almost 4
because
months.
Yeah.
when we first got her, she
Well, then
wouldn't even,
good, 'cause
if you were
she's-
walking in the kitchen, she wouldn't even come near you.
Okay.
She'd run to the other room.
Okay.
Now she hangs out in the kitchen with us.
Yeah. Well, even like
So-
coming, like I said, I wasn't sure what they would do when they come into a room full of people. It's like you going in front of a whole bunch of strangers and having to perform with a stranger you've never met. What did we just put her through? And she did
Exactly.
really well. So that's why when I scared her, I'm like, nope, let's, and you know, go to mom, be safe. But here, look, it's on his badge. She came forward. She laughed. She's cool again. Totally fine. You know, keep building off of that. But try to take them on a field trip because then you can get around distractions. Okay. I will email everything we kind of covered, the homework kind of around it, and some extra tips for next week. Go on your field trip. Make everything positive. Try to do that mental shift, and instead of saying no and correcting it, try to go into 3,000 repetitions of yes and what they could have done right. Or try to go 3 days without saying no and go, all right, I'm not perfect, it's okay. But even the more you get focused on the positive, the more you're gonna do that mental shift, and the better and the faster you're gonna teach your dog. You'll also find your own life improves, honestly, it's psychology. You focus on the positive, your own life starts to be more positive, just naturally. So, if you're having a bad day, do some other fun stuff with them. Let them go do it on their own, because then you can go do your own thing too. Okay, any questions, anything? I'm always staying after to answer questions, so if you want to stay after and ask, that's fine. Otherwise, you're free to go. You're not being held hostage anymore.